Hey there, it's me, Helena from HelenaWiz.com, and I am here in Hong Kong, where we're going to be talking all about the Neptune line and also share a little bit of the astro vlog experience of my time being in Hong Kong, mixing astrology with travel. You don't know me, I'm Helena, and I've been making astrology and astrocartography flying since 2021.
Now, I do want to say, in terms of timing, it was quite interesting to see the timing that played out when I arrived here in Hong Kong. So one of the things that I do, if you haven't already learned about this, how to time your travels using transits and progressions with the astrocartography map, aka cyclocartography, and I teach all about how to do this in my location astrology course. I have free podcast episodes all about this as well, so much content that you can binge. One of the things I like to utilize is transits, and one of the things I noticed when I flew into Hong Kong was I had a Mercury transit go right through the area when I was here that day, when I flew in that day. So Mercury was at 23 Aries the day that I flew into Hong Kong, and my natal Neptune's at 23 Capricorn. This is crazy. So transiting Mercury was at 23 degrees Aries, within 2 degrees of my natal Mars at 25 degrees Aries. But Neptune, natally in my chart, is at 23 degrees Capricorn, meaning Mercury was making an exact hard aspect, an exact square to my natal Neptune by degree the day that I flew in and arrived here in Hong Kong. Meaning, on the cyclocartography map, you're gonna see a Mercury line swoop through the area of Hong Kong that day. It's a huge travel transit to see. That's always something that I'm looking at, and with my client readings, when I'm looking to see whether someone arrives, departs, their plane, they're traveling in that area, they're arriving that day. Literally, Mercury was exactly squaring the Neptune line in Hong Kong here by degree. That's just wild, and that's something that's so cool to see. And the thing is, I didn't plan this. This trip to Hong Kong was so spontaneous. There was no planning. We were just like, let's go there last minute. Let's make a layover in Hong Kong before we head over to Japan. And it's just timed perfectly. I can't make this up. Like, this is just so timed beautifully. Now, you also need to look in your chart at your natal Neptune to understand the story of your Neptune line and what will be happening for you in a location. So for me, I have Neptune shrining my sun. It's super creative, super connecting with your intuition, your imagination, your inner voice. Like, I've always been super psychic and intuitive since I was a little girl. I have so many stories of psychic things that have happened to me, and I share about this all on my podcast and in prior YouTube videos, but I'm very psychic. That's just a natural part of my birth chart, my story, and it's definitely enhanced here as well. But the other thing that's really interesting is I have Mars squaring Neptune, which is not one of my favorite aspects to have in a birth chart at all. But Mars square Neptune is a little bit of escapist. I have a very strong Mars in Aries in my chart. However, that square to Neptune does relax it a little bit. It's a little bit escapist at times, getting lost in a video game or a movie or not wanting to do something because it feels hard. Mars square Neptune I also describe as like, you can take action, but is it the right time to take that action? Or are you kind of being a little bit too in your head and the vision, the ideal, that you're not thinking practically of like, is this the right time to do the thing? Another thing I've noticed being here on my Neptune line is with the Mars square, there definitely is this energy of like, I'm super motivated here. I have a lot of ideas. Like, it's just been on constant ideas, getting tons of ideas here in Hong Kong, visions, like clips in my head, movies playing in my head, and I'm seeing things like just so strikingly intuitive in this location. But there is this escapism of like, okay, but am I actually gonna do the vision that I have in my head, or is this just another like fantasy, right? And also like escaping problems or work and things like that. And what did I do? I went crazy shopping. Yesterday, I just totally treated myself. I found an outlet mall here in Hong Kong called Florentia Village. And they have like the dream items I've always wanted. Like, I found a Bottega Veneta cloud purse and Balmain Paris. I got outfits from Balmain Paris. This, like, this is a whole, like, I could make a whole video about this, but I literally have always said, I'll know I've made it in life when I can afford a Balmain Paris outfit. Literally, we found an outlet mall that had 70% off their pieces from 1 or 2 seasons ago, this is usually like a $4,000 dress and I got it for $700. Look at this. Like, oh my God. Like, just so cute. But I do want to say, I achieved the dream on a Neptune line. Let it forever be known. Where's my Polaroid, babe? Can you get me my Polaroid picture that we took yesterday? Literally got a Polaroid to document the moment, but this was my dream moment. And I'm staying at the Ritz-Carlton, Hong Kong, on the 109th floor overlooking Hong Kong. I literally had the shopping day of my life. I got these Miu Miu, my dream satin shoes. These were also like 65% off. As a Taurus woman with a Leo moon, Jupiter on my ascendant, I am a little bit extra. I like nice things, and it's not for other people. It's not to be seen. It's not for other people to look at me. It's not a status symbol. I don't give an F what people think about how I dress, but it is a personal connection to the sensory experience, being able to look at something and enjoy it. But it's like, this is so Neptunian of like, there is an escapist quality of overspending or being kind of deluded or being kind of stuck in a fairy tale fantasy like bubble. And I would caution that for any of you who are living on a Neptune line or even maybe a Jupiter line. If you feel like sometimes you go overboard with things or you're a little extravagant or you like to spend or splurge, right? Those are gonna be themes when you go to a Jupiter, Venus, or Neptune line. And also if you have a personal planet, especially Jupiter or Venus or the sun, relocated to the second whole sign house of money. I have my sun relocated to the second house of money, and it's definitely been a splurge. The Neptune line does not help. But I do want to celebrate this moment because this is a dream that I had, and I can't believe it happened on a Neptune line on my birthday. This is the week of my solar return, the week that I'm about to turn 31. I just really enjoyed myself on this Neptune line. And so I do want to kind of urge caution to those of you who might tend to indulge a little bit much on the Neptune line, but also enjoy yourself on a Neptune line. Like, Neptune lines are the vacation places in the world, so you might as well enjoy them, have fun, and do the things that bring you pleasure.
Hong Kong is stunning. It's so leafy green. There are mountains everywhere. We've been taking car rides throughout the city all morning, up and down mountains, steep mountains. It is truly a magical city, like one of the most interesting cities I've ever been to. I really love Hong Kong. It's super cosmopolitan and modern and innovative, but it still has that rich cultural traditions, the temples, and just see everyone praying and lighting incense, making their blessings, giving their thanks, making their wishes. It's just really cool to see like that part of the traditional culture. Getting all the little snacks, like today we got more of the egg tarts, which are famous at Bakehouse. Got some really good traditional food yesterday. Going to get some authentic dumplings later today at a little shop we found. So yeah, just been an incredible time in Hong Kong. This is my first time ever being directly on a Neptune line, and there's something really imaginative and kind of delusional about it. Like, I just feel really like sky's the limit, world's my oyster kind of energy, and I always feel the same way when I'm on Jupiter lines, and I feel that here too on the Neptune line. Also just been feeling very connected to my intuition, feeling very connected to also my imagination. Like, I've noticed like my dreams have been very vivid here. My imagination's been really vivid here. Like, sometimes I'll just get flashes of visions of like a movie clip or an idea for a short film I might want to put together, or a reel. Like, I just get these like flashes of visions in my head of like cool artistic ways of doing things, like content I want to make, but in a different style than I normally would. And listening to a lot of music, very Neptunian type things. But just been an incredible trip. If you ever get the chance to come out here, highly recommend. I definitely will be back someday. This is definitely not the only time I'm going to be back here.
Now, you may be wondering about the parents that I have here in
Hong Kong. Got my trusty Astro Gold app, which is my favorite app that I use on the go when I'm traveling to see what parents, what's culminating, what's rising in a location. I just love how easy it is to be able to quickly see what's going on in a specific location and a story that place has for me. And if you want to get my amazing new mini course called Astro Gold Made Easy, where I'm going to teach you how to use astro maps for both the mobile version on your iPhone as well as the desktop version of my favorite software, Astro Gold. So you can learn how to read astro maps accurately, relocation charts, and also how to use my different timing techniques that I use in my client readings. Everything from secondary progressions to annual perfections and zodiac releasing. That amazing new 1.5 hour course, brand new, just created, is $95 or $97. It's one of my cheapest, most affordable offerings that I have in my catalog of creations. All right, so let's see what I got here in Hong Kong. I have a Sun Chiron going directly right through the city. So Perrin, exactly through the city of Sun Chiron. And I also have a Mercury Chiron. Honestly, none of this really rings true for my experience and what I've experienced here. The only thing I can think of is when I was here in Hong Kong, I got an amazing idea for a new creation that I'm putting together today that's all about how to help people forgive and let go of the past so that they can step fully into their new year. Chiron is really great for being a leader, for being a guide, a teacher, to help people heal, to help people let go of fear, of that woundedness of being seen. I've noticed in my world, in my students, and maybe some of my clients even, there is this sense of a lot of the people that I attract in my space, they tend to be afraid of being seen, or they have a lot of like fears of failure or imposter syndrome, or just they overthink so much that they're afraid of putting themselves out there. And I noticed that on this trip in Hong Kong. And so I had the idea for this guided meditation, wrote it, recording it tonight, and creating a little bit of free journal prompts just to help people release and let go of that shame that they feel within themselves, that it's safe to be seen, it's safe to take up space, it's safe to be fully you. You can't get this life wrong. You're here to shine in the true main character version of life that you are. You are the main character. You're here to shine bright and to find your authenticity and be real and live this life fully. And I really want to help people do that. And I got the idea when I was here in Hong Kong. I created it here in Hong Kong. And so in that way, that's stepping up as a guide, as a teacher, to help people heal the aspects within themselves that don't want to be seen. That is the only story I can think of that's come up for me here, because me personally, I haven't felt wounded. I haven't felt any sort of rejection or insecurities or self-sabotage or anything like kind of woundedness within me. Nothing's come up for me personally. It's been more like I want to create for other people in this location because I'm seeing that within my community and spaces, and so I want to serve and support them.
All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Going to Hong Kong, going to my Neptune line, a lot of stories, a lot of things happened here, but I hope that this experience gives you some real life, real world stories and examples. It's also just been such a romantic place for me and my husband. I have Neptune on the descendant here, and I would say it's definitely been like a dreamy place for him and me. Very romantic. Neptune on the descendant is such a romance spot, such a good vacation, like honeymooners location if you're ever looking for a vacation to go with you and your partner, or just like a vacation where you could just escape life for a little bit. So definitely some nice energies on the Neptune line. I don't know if I would live on a Neptune line unless I'm a filmmaker, poet, painter, photographer. I probably wouldn't want to live on a Neptune line, but it definitely is one that's fun to vacation on. So this was a fun memory. I hope you enjoyed this video, this vlog. I'm wrapping up the Astrocartography vlog series, so I hope you've enjoyed this entire series of videos. I think we have close to 30 videos in this playlist, the Astro Travels vlogs. So if you ever wanted to rewatch and binge the old content from my years traveling the world, testing all my astrocartography lines, you can watch that playlist right here. I'll include the link to the playlist down below. It's been a lot of fun bringing you to these places in the world. I hope you've enjoyed seeing them. Have a magical day. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. We're about to have a ton of episodes, interviews with your favorite astrologers coming up very soon. The Astrocartography vlog series is finishing up. I hope you enjoyed this chapter of my life. Time to move on. Interviews, here we go. Season 2, Cosmic Compass. Let's get started. Subscribe, comment, subscribe to Apple Podcast, subscribe to Apple Podcasts and Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm excited to see you there, and I hope you have a magical day and happy Astro Travels. Bye.